Alright, hello. I have no idea what my audio settings are like, so let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet. I'm a little loud? Okay, let me... Is that better, or is it still a little? We've got a little balancy. Okay, cool. Alright. Cool. So let me just make sure everything's set up right, and then we shall get started. Alright. Looks like everything's set up right. Let's swap over to Minecraft and let's get started. I've got my skin on. I'm a bunny boy with a battery low. You need this music. There should be a link in the description to it. Let me double check that that's there. Yeah, the music's there. So if you want to check out the artist or the music in general, just go ahead and check the description. There should be a link to their website, and then from there you can get to their Spotify and anything else really. So I made a map real quick before the stream, and I need to make more because I want to piece them together to get a nice map of the area. But I need a cartography table to do that, don't I? How do you make a cartography table? Let's see. Cartography table. Map wall? We could do a map wall. So it's paper and planks. Okay. So we need paper. This, and some of this. Bubbles! Hello, Bun Bun. Let's place our cartography table there. And then make some more maps. So like that? No, it's not paper and redstone, it's redstone and iron. Sure that'll work. And then like that, right? No? Am I missing something? It's like that? Yeah, it's like that. Okay. Alright. Okay. That's all good. We're gonna be just getting some ender pearls and probably setting up a sheep farm to start netherite mining in the next streamer towards the end of this one, so it's not gonna be too exciting, but I'm happy you're gonna be here at least for a little bit. Hope you enjoy hockey though, that sounds like fun. Alright, so how do we do this? We got to... Hello, horsies. That's not good. So I need to come over here, and if I just come up this way and then use a map, it should do this next area, right? That's how that works? Ah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I might do that then. I think I can just use this map now. Let me come over this way just a little bit more. But I'm pretty sure that it's divided up into sections. My house is so big. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's quite large. Hey Luigi, how you doing? So let's go this way. I do live in a mansion, but that mansion I constructed myself. With my bare hands. Wish I could see down so I don't break my legs, but I'm holding a map up to my eyeballs. How many did you miss? 2, I believe? Because I believe you were here for 6. I don't think you were here for 7. Can you see my skin? Yeah, it's a little battery low shirt. I like it. It was actually made by Karma. She's the one who makes my skins. I think it's super cute. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so now I should be able to come over here and use this. There we go. And then I want to go this way. I gotta readjust my chair, my leg's falling asleep. Oh, you had an idea? What is it? I'm stuck in the water. I don't think I've seen that animation of breaking something while holding a mat. That was kind of derpy. You're gonna go play? See ya! Enjoy. There we go. Now I think I can combine these all together to make a big map. But it's for me. Okay. Well, I look forward to hearing what it finally is whenever you decide to let me know. So the plan right now is to set up a sheep farm so I can get beds, so I can find netherite, and then I also need to find blaze rods and nether pearls. Not nether pearls, ender pearls. I don't quite know what a nether pearl is. Alright, so let's mix these together on the cartography table. How do you do it? Oh, you just mix it with a normal map, don't you? Not mixed maps. I think that's how you do it. Right? Or is it just paper? I think it's map to map. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Let's make a map wall then. As Karma was saying. We can do that in the upstairs. Can do that up here maybe? Have a big old map wall. From like here to there or whatever. Or maybe we should do it over here. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. So we'll have a main map, which will be this one, which I need to grow. Oh jeez. I may have made it too big. Don't quite know how maps work yet. So we'll put that in there. I can just sort of hang out. Let's see. I need item frames. How do you make item frames? I hear illagers. That's not fun. Let's go away. Stop harring in my ear, please. That's not very nice. There it is, item frame. So it's leather and sticks. Luckily I have plenty. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I need 2, 4, 6 more. Ow. You ever just leap down your own stairs of your own home and just break your leg? If not, I don't know what you're doing. Like, come on. I'm a terrible influence. It's fine. I promise. Building blocks. Well, I made 7, but that's fine. I also dropped my sticks on the ground. Can you stop harring? I don't appreciate it. Then we'll have the super zoomed out one down here for some reason. Just have it there, why not? We'll fill it in later, but for now, it can go there. So this one is bottom left. So we'll put this one there? Sure. Then this one is top of the house. So that goes there. And this one is left of that, I believe. Alright, unless I'm completely messing this up. I think this one goes there. That looks right. And then this one, I think, can go here. Yeah. Then the house is there. So let's put that there. That there. That there. So we need to get one of the house, one to the right, bottom right. Okay. That should be fine. We can do that. Need iron. Also need to sleep, apparently. we go. So let's go get some iron. Also, it looks like my farm is ready to harvest. That's cool. I have landed. I don't have much in my pickaxe now that I realize what I'm here to do. Let's see if we can find just some iron hanging around. You're so excited. That's cool. I am having a good day so far, so I'm happy. Happy. I really should have brought more pickaxes. Thinking if I want to just go back to the surface and get more pickaxes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I'm stuck. Came all the way down here and realized I didn't have enough pickaxe. Oh well, at least I made stairs so I don't have to jump. But I do have to swim up a waterfall, essentially. Like Link in Breath of the Wild with his Zora armor, just swimming up waterfalls. Alright, pickaxes. That means I need sticks, and I don't have enough of iron to make those, so I'll make them out of stone, I suppose. There we go. That should be enough. Wait, don't I already have... I have so many pickaxes. What am I thinking? Why do I do this to myself? I'll just make a million pickaxes because I forget that I have pickaxes already. Well, let's just take a bunch of these. Made 5 pickaxes when I already had like 20. I am not very observant of my resources. Oh well. I need to get rid of those bumps on the ceiling so I can sprint down the stairs. Because right now I have to walk down them because I just keep bonking my face into the wall. Alright, let's get mining. We're mainly looking for like iron, but if we find diamonds or gold, we'll be happy too. Because diamonds are always nice, and we need gold to trade with piglins for ender pearls. Do piglins give you blaze rods? Is that like a drop? I don't think it's a drop, because I've traded with them a lot, and I don't think they've given me that. But I could be just misremembering. Not sure. Wow, that's lapis and redstone right next to each other. Grab it while I'm here, I suppose. There we I'm mining with that pickaxe. I probably shouldn't. Should save that. Ah, some gold. Perfect. Just the ore I was looking for, except for you aren't. Just an ore that I was also looking for while I was looking for something else. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Mining away. I don't know what that quite was. I think I was about to start singing, but ran out of lyric ideas, so it just ended. I hear a lot of lava. Kind of hoping I don't run into that. But it sounds like it's over there. So as long as we don't mind that direction, we should be fine, I think. Not 100% sure. I love this music. It's so relaxing. That pickaxe brew. Still hear a lot of lava, and it's got me concerned. So, like, here's the thing. I want to, like, be good at singing, but I'm way too nervous most of the time to ever sing. Like, even if I'm completely alone, I find it embarrassing to, like, sing. Because of... I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But it's... Don't fall asleep? What? No. Day has just begun. Actually, I don't know. But, like... And so... I want to get better at singing, because I think singing's a really cool, like, talent to have, or, like, skill, I guess. But I'm too nervous to practice. And I'm sure there's, like, some weird reason behind it, but I want... And, like, I don't even know... Like, because a lot of the music I listen to isn't really, like, sing-along with it music. Because there's either no lyrics, or, really like aggressive lyrics, I guess. But I'm not sure, like... That would be awesome, Karma. I don't know how good I would be at it just because of my nervousness to sing, but like, if you could help give me pointers or just in general advice, that would make me really happy. We can definitely sort that out. That'd be awesome. But it's just, like I was saying, it's just, I get nervous, like, even being alone and singing, because I'm, like, someone's gonna hear me, and then my world is gonna explode or something, because someone heard me trying to sing. Because it's just, it's, to me, it's really an amazing thing. I think music is incredible. And the fact that people can, like, make music with their voices is crazy. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like what I've been doing on YouTube, is because I'm making stories and situations and just general stuff that uses just audio. And I think that's really cool, because I'm a very auditory person, I guess. I focus a lot, like, in video games and stuff. I listen to the soundtracks, I listen to the ambience, I really pay attention to, like, sound design in movies and stuff. I just really like focusing on that, and so music is, like, I would consider one of the ultimate versions of noise, I guess, or audio in general, because it's like taking a medium and making an art out of it, and that's incredible. My voice has a lot of range. I've been told that before, that my voice does have a lot of range, so it's interesting to hear that from another person. Well, more than one person. So that's interesting. I don't quite know what that means. I think that means, like, I'm able to hit different, like, notes, I think is the right term. I'm not sure. In my own self-expression. Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of looking at it. I'll definitely try and focus more on not being as nervous about it. I have not found iron yet, and it's frustrating me. There's some more gold. But, yeah, that's a fair point that... Hey, Amanda. Basically means the amount of notes you can make is very wide. Okay, so I have a wide vocal. You won't be bored. Well, I'm happy I can entertain you. That's what I aim to do. Even if I can entertain someone for like a minute, then I feel like my job has been completed. Like, I did what I set out to do. Because, I don't know, I really like being an entertainer. With any medium, really. Like, whether it just be hanging out with friends. You're talking about... Yeah, okay, so, Amanda. I am nervous about singing. You're a music major. Interesting. So I want to learn how to sing. And I want to practice singing and all that. But I'm very nervous. Like, even completely alone. I get nervous. Like, I feel like someone's gonna judge me even if I'm, like, completely alone, just because I'm practicing singing. Because I really love music, and I love vocals and music and all that, and I think it'd be really cool to do, because I'm learning guitar in my spare time, acoustic guitar, and I want to be able to do, like, I want to sing with that. I want to be able to do both of those. So I can do, like, not necessarily like my own music, at least I don't think so, but be able to do like acoustic covers of stuff. I think that would be really fun, and a really cool talent to have just in general. So I'm gonna be practicing singing and such, so I can achieve that. So yeah, that's just sort of what we've been talking about. Apparently, I have a wide vocal range. So that's pretty reassuring, I suppose. That means I'll be able to do more than I was expecting, I guess. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Because I'm not very versed in this kind of topic. But I want to be. I think it'd be very interesting to learn more about music and singing and stuff like that in general, just because I really enjoy all of it. And I think it'd be really cool to kind of not necessarily just enjoy it, but be able to participate in it. I think that would be incredible. We should definitely start where you're comfortable. Yeah, it's I don't know where I'm comfortable when it comes to singing. I would assume it'd be like a smoother version of my normal talking voice. I assume that would be where I would be most comfortable. But I'm not sure. You don't know much about music theory? I've tried to learn about music theory in the past. And I've learned quite a bit when I was doing it, but I completely forgot most of it already because I didn't keep up with the lessons. Especially if they're new. Music theory is very annoying. Yeah, that's great. Amanda, I really like that. But I just really like music, and I want to be able to participate and just like appreciate it on a slightly higher level. I think that would be sort of my goal, is just to understand certain things about it, because I love like focusing on different instruments in music, or just focusing on like the lyrics or the vocals, or I like just tuning in different parts of the song in to be able to listen, because I feel like you can listen to the same song a bunch of different times and have a different experience based on which like instruments you're listening to, or just the mood you're in when you're listening to it. I think it's definitely like a very dynamic experience. And so yeah, it's kind of cool to think about the fact that some odd years from now I'll probably have some ability to sing. And I think learning to sing would be good training for my vocal cords for like voice acting type stuff. Because I feel like it'd be good, yeah, I feel like that would be good practice, and in general just strengthening and being more comfortable with making noises with my mouth, I guess is a weird way to put it, but I couldn't think of anything else on the spot. You can't take it anymore? Okay, what is it? What are you working on? Mm-hmm. A silly little voice warming exercises have changed my life. Yeah. Trying to make it. Oh, that's awesome! That's incredible. Yeah, so for reference of like a little behind the scenes of before each video, I don't really do vocal warm-ups. I just, I should. I'm aware I should, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't have enough like knowledge to be able to do it right. I think like I need to. I still feel like I'm very amateur when it comes to what I've been doing, and that kind of bothers me. I want to be better, and so I feel like doing things like singing or learning vocal warm-ups or just constantly practicing characters is a good idea, clearly. And so I want to take this more seriously, and I want to practice, and I want to sort of refine my abilities with that. And I think singing is not only fun, like creative way to go about that, but it would passively just improve my ability to do other things with my voice, along with being able to sing. It's multi-benefit. And so it's just, that sounds really cool to me, to be able to sing and all that special stuff that comes with it. I wonder if there's like a specific like genre of music that's easier to like sing along to or practice with. And I would assume stuff with like a slower BPM or it's a sleeping bunny. Oh my goodness, that sounds adorable. I wonder if like slower music would be better for practicing, because I imagine the vocals would be slower, but I imagine you'd have to sustain notes longer. I'm not sure. Singing really strengthens your voice in general as well as your breath support. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So that's one of the reasons. Like, I was looking for ways to improve voice acting capability, and singing's one of them, along with like voice warm-ups and stuff like that. Just and standing and like standing up straight and stuff really helps. Like if you're sitting in a chair, it changes your voice, which is very interesting. I did not know that. But I suppose it makes sense because it sort of like straightens up everything to where you are when you're talking like normally with people. With art songs or opera as well as jazz. See, I like, I did not find any iron. This is quite upsetting. But I don't know, I really have a very broad taste in music. Grimadio singing ASMR thing. I would love, absolutely love, to be able to make like cover videos of like me singing softly with like gentle guitar music that I made. That would make me so happy. That sounds like such a dream video to make. That sounds amazing to do. So I'm really hoping I get to get better at these things, because that's definitely something I do want to make. But I'm at a level right now where it's not really, like, I could probably do it, at least the guitar part. Probably not in one go. I'd probably have to do several tries and mix different parts together to get it right. But the singing is, I think, really important, because it's like really the entire karaoke. Oh my, a karaoke stream would be so much fun. Oh, that'd be so much fun. I'm actually like really excited now. Because I think a karaoke stream would be amazing. Hello. Our cake is almost done. Yeah, I think a karaoke stream would be a lot of fun. That would certainly be cool. I don't know how soon that'll be, just because I get shy. But we'll see. That definitely sounds like that'd be a lot of fun. I need to get more pickaxes so I can keep strip mining for iron. But the way you said, yeah, I learned that not too long ago. Well, like a couple years ago. When I first started voice acting, I was Googling a bunch of tips to just sound better in general. And one of them was sitting up straight, or standing up straight. And so I was very intrigued to figure that out. And it's definitely true. It does change the way your voice sounds. I noticed that when I was recording. So it's very interesting, the different little things, just the small things that really change the way everything works is quite interesting to me. Gonna make these stairs a bit bigger. So it's just little things like that that I think would really help, and with singing I think it'd just be fun and help my voice be better in general, and just create better habits of like warm-up exercises and stuff like that before videos. So it's just, that's sort of what I've got planned right now, at least. Open to its capacity. Yeah, that's actually, well, you probably do know that for certain because you're a music major, but yeah, I just Googled it a while back. And so, yeah, it's very interesting though, because that's not something you would generally think about, at least in my opinion. I wouldn't have, had I not heard about it and then Googled it. But yeah, it's really interesting, the different ways you can change your voice, and how minor things make all the difference in certain characters. Like so the most recent video, finally some iron, I was doing a bit of an accent at certain times, and it was cutting in and out because I couldn't decide if I wanted the accent or not. So I just ended up having the video with some parts with an accent, some parts without, and they're just kind of completely sporadic all over the place. But I think I am going to commit to the accent. But I want to get better at not only singing, but I think accents, like learning the intricacies of accents would be cool. Because I think really having those kind of skill sets would be really cool. Just like, if nothing else, like if not for the fact that I like voice acting or any number of things, just the fact that it's cool is enough for me to be like, yeah, that's something that I'd want to do. You have a few tricks up your sleeve? Yeah, I would hope so. Music's such an incredible thing, because it's taking because it's like art, like on canvas, but it's taking on a different medium. It's taking on audio instead of it's just taking a medium and turning it into an art, and that's incredible. And I personally am a very auditory person. I've said this earlier, but it's very true. To be able to just be like, hey, this I like this, so I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability and make something amazing with it. That's cool. So the fact that anyone does that is incredible. Human creativity is amazing. Like even like I don't know if there's certain things, there's certain YouTube videos that's like math is beautiful, and it's like graphing certain equations, but in really like artistic ways. And even that to me is amazing. The fact that you can take something like math, which isn't inherently artistic, just like audio isn't necessarily artistic or inherently artistic, and being able to make something artistic using that as your medium, that's cool to me. That the fact that you can take something and just sort of turn it into a piece of art is just absolutely incredible. That to me is quite the accomplishment, to be able to have that kind of level of creativity. Helps me with my pronunciation. Italian and German. Those are some cool languages. I'm trying to learn Spanish and Japanese right now. Spanish because of where I live, and Japanese because, well, I'm a weeb, essentially, is the short end of that conversation, but there's some other reasons too. But I just like to sum it up as I'm a weeb, because it's funny. But, and then Spanish, of course, I'm actually, living in California, which there's a high population of people who speak Spanish. There is, like, a lot of places in the US, so I just figured, it made sense to learn that, because communication's important no matter who you're talking to. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like learning languages is a great way to sort of understand more about just humans in general and people in general. I feel like you and so it's really neat to be able to, like, because not only am I learning Japanese and Spanish, but I am like learning more about the cultures as well, just because I find them interesting. Like it for learning how to pronounce Japanese correctly. Actually, learning Japanese right now as well. Yeah, I want to get a Japanese tutor at some point, because right now I've been doing the Duolingo stuff and some like textbooks, and it's been completely self-taught so far. And I'm not really comfortable speaking it, but I can read it pretty well. Hello, diamonds. Oh well, I guess I'll need a new pickaxe. We found diamonds. I was not expecting that. What was I saying? Something about one of the languages, but I don't remember. But just, I feel like learning languages and learning about cultures and stuff like that is kind of like, not really a duty, but it's sort of like, it's good for understanding people from different parts of the world. It's just, I feel very important to understand each other, whether it be through language or Japanese tutor. Yeah, I want to get a Japanese tutor because I've been doing the Duolingo, and I've been doing some textbook stuff, and I've actually gotten like some manga that's just in Japanese, and been reading that, and it's been going really well. But I feel like having the actual like communication with someone else who speaks Japanese would really help me with the verbalization of it, to be able to actually like talk to someone and have them in real time correct my pronunciation of certain things. I think that would be really useful. And of course it would help with motivation, which I struggle with a lot. I've been all over the place with my motivation lately. But overall, I'd say I'm having a good time with creating content and just living life. But yeah, I feel like it's very important that people understand each other, whether that be on a cultural basis or a like language basis, or just even understanding that there's more than what's in your scope. Like what happened in your life didn't happen to everyone else, or they've had different experiences, or whatever. Everyone's got their own unique stuff. Oh, VR chat's a great idea. That's a great idea, actually. Because I have VR chat downloaded, I just never use it. That's a cool idea. I feel like it's important that people try and understand each other in any way they can. Not even necessarily just like their common means, but just understanding that there's more than just what you've seen or your friends have seen, or yeah, everyone's got their story, and it's important that you at least try to understand that there is a story, rather than, like, you don't have to understand the story itself, but just knowing that there is a story, I feel like can completely change the way you interact with people. Just understanding that there's more than just the interaction you're having right then to each person. Because, like, it's easier with, like, to interact with, like, family or friends, because you generally know some about them, something that goes on with them, than just a random person. Like, if you like the person who takes, like, your order at fast food or at a restaurant or whatever, they've got their whole life in their mind, and maybe they're just not doing that good that day for no real reason, but they're just not having a great day. And so they mess up your order. It's not like they woke up that day and was like, I'm gonna mess up your order. No, they're just trying to be. And so I feel like it's really important to understand that everyone's got their situation, their story, their own intricacies of their emotions. Like I have bad days for no reason sometimes. Like, it could just be as simple as I didn't sleep right, and so now my whole day is thrown out of whack, more than usual. And I feel like we shouldn't be so, I guess a weird way to put it is selfish about just interaction. Love how you spit, in fact. Like, because I feel like people, like, when you're mean to someone for, like, let's say they messed up your order. Like, let's go back to that. It's not like they're just trying to do their best. In this case, we love them. They're just trying to do their best. And whether that be in life or at the job or whatever, everyone's just trying to be happy and get by. And that's... I feel like a lot of people forget that. When they're talking to other people. Yeah, there's a lot of people, who just don't want to go out and experience. And that is very prevalent in the US. I agree with you there. That people are just so hesitant to go outside their bubble and experience what this world really is. Yeah, messing up isn't intentional. Like, sometimes, I'll say this, sometimes people are just gonna be mean some days. And even if that might not even be their default. Like, they could be mean that one day, and it's not like they're a mean person. They just had a day where they just weren't nice. And people are just so worried to come out of this comfort zone that they build up from, whether it be young age or just environments or whatever. It's I don't know, it bothers me to see that, because there's so much potential. There's so much potential to just, like, experience what's around you, but so many people are hesitant to even attempt. that's the thing. It is a human thing to make a mistake. But I personally like to follow the philosophy of Bob Ross, of there are no mistakes, there's happy accidents, or whatever. I probably messed that up. And I think it's hard, don't get me wrong, but I think if you get your meal order wrong at a place or whatever, don't see it as it's wrong, just see it as like, oh, I guess I'm having this instead. Or just tell them they messed up. Don't get upset about it. It's not a hard thing to fix. At least I don't think. Most situations can be solved quite easily. You just have to talk about it like humans or adults or whatever you want to call it. But just treat someone like a person and talk to them. It's not like everyone's an idiot just because they messed up. Yeah, it's all about communication. That's the thing. Every person has their own situation, but through communication we can understand that and get along. But it's when you don't even want to try communication, when you just want to assume what's going on, that's when it really breaks down. And that's kind of, in my opinion, getting upset. And I'll say this, it's okay if you're having a bad day and you get upset at someone, and as long as you recognize that it wasn't cool and you try and be better, I don't think that's a fault. As long as you understand that, like, hey, I kind of dug into this person today because of X, Y, or Z. That's, as long as you recognize that that wasn't okay and you try and be better next time, then it's just a learning experience. But like, if you don't learn from that and you keep being mean, that's kind of pathetic. The fact that you won't even like try communication. That's lame. It should really be an obvious thing to just communicate with people. That's one of the reasons why healthy relationships are like, oh, communication, communication, communication. It is. Just any human interaction is communication. Religiously, which my mom taught me, is worry if it can be fixed. Worry. Why worry? Why worry if it can be fixed? Why worry if it cannot? That's a great phrase. That's incredible. So it's all about communication when you're interacting with other people. Whether that be verbal or non-verbal communication, because you gotta think, if you sigh and cross your arms, someone's gonna take it that you're annoyed. That's body language, which is just as important as actually talking, in my opinion. So just be aware of what you're saying and how it affects people. It's not difficult. It's just one extra level of a thought process. You go from, instead of I'm gonna say this thing, it's, if I say this thing, what are they gonna say? How are they gonna take it? Rather than just say, this is my intention, I'm just gonna say it. Understand that your intention may not get through properly, and just take that extra step in the thought process. It's not hard, and it doesn't take long. It takes like a fraction of a second longer to just be like, hey, how are they gonna perceive this? Because no matter what you say, it really comes down to how they perceived it. And it's not bad that it's like that. Because I personally cater the way I talk dependent on the person I'm talking to. I feel like a lot of people do that. If you're... where my stepfather was angry and kept making me really be fixed. He likes so much communication. Yeah, it's really... But yeah, it's just, communication's so important that it's just so frustrating, at least personally, to see when communication breaks down or isn't even attempted. It's frustrating because Communication's all we have when it comes to being around other people. It's quite literally how we interact with other people. Like, the primary way, I'll say, we interact with other people is through talking. Like, sure, you don't get, like, body language over the phone and stuff, but it's just... Like, I can't talk to my dad sometimes because it always says as soon as I say something. It's just... It's so pathetic to not be able to communicate. Because, well, not pathetic. If you can't communicate because you're shy or you're not good with words, that's fine. As long as you're trying. That's all I feel like people need to do nowadays, is just try to communicate first, rather than just give up and assume. And it is an essential tool. I've also seemed to have found a really good area. But communication comes in so many forms. But people, I feel, never really use it the way, or at least rarely use it in the way that it is most effective. Because I'm a very, as my friends say all the time, a very blunt person. If there's something on my mind, and I generally just say it the way that it is in my head. Now, that's not the best. I'm aware of that. And I'm actually trying to sort of personally go and have those extra steps in my thought process before I say something. But it's difficult. I'll give you that. It's very difficult. But the fact that I'm trying, I feel like, is super important. Because as long as I'm trying, and my friends or whoever I'm talking to knows I'm trying, they'll listen. Because we're sensible people. We can have a conversation even if there's a communication dip. Because we're not there looking for a problem or a fight, as it could be said. We're not looking for a fight, we're just looking to communicate. And so it's important to me, at least, that everyone just not necessarily give the benefit of the doubt, but give the benefit of the doubt. Say, hey, this person probably is just trying to communicate in a way that gets their point across. Maybe let's listen to their full statement and then ask a few questions rather than assume what they're saying is just that. Like, say, hey, they may have not phrased this the right way, and let's listen and ask questions so we can understand what they're trying to communicate, rather than just assume what they said is the full story. Because communication's hard. Talking and articulating words and all that is difficult. It is. Especially if it's in like any kind of context where it's really important that you say the right things, like in the I've started trying not to guess hey, something you said really upset me. Yeah, it's very important that say to just say that, hey, this is what I'm feeling based on what you said. Because you can't always assume that people understand what, like, if someone got upset and I didn't notice, it would be so important to me that they tell me, because I don't want them to stay upset. I don't want them to be upset over something that can be fixed. Just with a better understanding of the situation or the conversation. To be able to just say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, that's amazing in communication. To just put it out there that this is the way, this is what's happening. This is the way I'm feeling because of this. And so I feel like that's so important, and a lot of people just kind of forget that you can do that. You can just be like, hey, I feel this way because of this, or just in general, or whatever. Because we're people. We're human. the way we feel affects what we say and how we act. That's not bad. That's just something we have to live with. Yeah, to not value someone's point of view and to not understand that they can bring something to the table because they've had life experiences that you could never have. Because even if you live in the same household, have the same parents, have the same life essentially, you processed it differently. And so to not be able to understand that there's value in someone else's point of view, no matter how different or how similar they are to you, is upsetting. To not see that there's more to a conversation, the more views and ideals and experiences that come into play. To not be able to see the value in that that's pathetic. I need more torches, so I'm gonna go back home. And so it's just, and I don't feel like there's any real way to change that without the person themselves deciding that they want to change that. To be like, hey, I'm gonna start listening to people's opinions and views or whatever. Until they decide that, it's not gonna happen, I don't think. That's like with helping someone with mental health. They need to want to be helped, at least to some degree, even if it's so minuscule. If they don't want help, you're not going to be able to give it, I don't think. I could be very wrong, or I could not be saying this the way that my brain thinks I'm saying it. But it's just the possibilities. Yeah, you can't change or help a person unless they want it. Unless they're open to it in some way or another. And so it's upsetting to see people have not just a bad point of view, but not want to change or understand about their point of view. Because I have very strong opinions on things. While they're strong, that doesn't mean they're concrete. I'm willing to change my mind about things and accept that, hey, the way I was thinking sucked. Or even, I need to change the way I was thinking because that's not necessarily the best. Yeah, they're closed-minded, or at least they're letting themselves be closed-minded. I feel like it's so yeah, naive to think that you know essentially, because being so like defended against personal growth, which a lot of people are. It's surprising a lot of the times to sort of see that. People who are so defensive against personal growth, it's sad. Because I feel like everyone has so much that they can do and change and develop about themselves. I went back up and just came back. I needed torches. I just slept and came back. Oh well. But it's just being defensive against your own growth is... It is people being afraid to be wrong, or afraid to be judged, or it is fear. But that fear stems from people being so, I guess, like that to begin with. Yeah, they don't accept the fact that you can always be better. Always. There's never a point where you're done growing as a person. There's never a point. You have to accept that you can learn, you can grow, you can change at every point in your life. Now, the rate at which that happens, or your acceptance of that existence of change, probably dwindles as you get older. At least I've seen that. But it's still there. You can still... I think people just get too set in their ways too early. Like, it's sad, really. It's not okay. At least I don't think it is. And so it's just... Don't be afraid to let people know what you're feeling, or... Because I think that's something with, like, older generation, like, males, or guys, or men, or whatever you want to say. They're so afraid of being seen as vulnerable. Because that's sort of, as a society, what we instilled. If you're vulnerable, people take advantage of it, which is awful to think. And so, because when you're vulnerable is when you're willing to change. When you do change. And so the idea that, oh, I was wrong, I'm vulnerable, is bad, is ridiculous. You can't learn if you don't fail. Or you can't learn if you're not wrong. You can't. You can't. And, well, that's not a, like, that's a societal thing. The fact that we've just normalized the not to hate on masculinity, but I think it should be changed the way we see it. Like, it should be masculine to, it should still be masculine to be in tune with your emotions in that degree. To be like, hey, I'm not feeling good, so I need to talk to someone I'm close to about it. That's not bad. That should never be seen as bad. That should be seen as, I'm willing to reach out for help. I'm strong because I know I'm not strong enough. That's incredible. I asked my dad for a tie the other day. Looked very weird about that. So it's for something inherently masculine. Well, then again, older generation with the idea of intuition. Yeah, that's exactly it. Hey, Reaper. It's bad. It's just straight up bad that's like how people were being raised. Like, I understand from like a caveman perspective, but the fact that this is still like a thing several hundreds of years down the line, thousands perhaps, is ridiculous to me. The fact that we can't see people as people, but we still see them as stigmas or whatever, is horrible. We should be able to see someone and see creativity, emotion, not stone walls of stoic masculinity, or oh, I'm a woman, so I can't do anything. Like, that's awful. No, you are capable of so much, and you should be able to do whatever you want in life. And we're getting closer to that with each day, and that's amazing, but I feel like it should have happened already. We should have been able to do this as a society hundreds of years ago. But we're still only trudging along at the slowest pace, and it's because people just won't accept that it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be human. It seems so simple to me, the fact that, like, we're people, we can be human, but so many people are so adverse to the idea of being human, it seems. And that's sad. It's really just sad. We should be able to... Everyone should be able to do and have the same possibilities as everyone else. Like, within reason. Like, I say within reason because, like, sure, if you're in some terrible situation, you should have dreams and stuff, but you shouldn't, like, I don't know. No, that's a terrible way of thinking. No, shoot for the stars. I don't want to advance them. Yeah, change only happens when a generation decides that, hey, our parents were wrong. and then they do something about it. That's something I love about newer generations, is that we're able to look back and see things aren't going in the right direction, and we want to change that. Like, that is incredible to me. The fact that we have the ability, the want to look back and realize what's happened and what's going to happen. That's incredible. But rather than just accept it, we've been fighting against it. That's amazing. I don't think I've ever, like, in history, there's only been a few groups of generations that have decided and acted upon change as much as newer generations. Like, of course, there have been, but it's happening so much more now. Because, like, with the advent of the internet and people being able to communicate so fast and all over the world, we've realized that things suck. And not only are we able to talk and realize that, but we can organize, we can change. That's amazing. Never have we had so much power as a human race to create change than we do now. And yet there's still people who don't want to change. That, to me, is pathetic. But the fact that there are people who are forcing change upon the world and making it a better place, that's incredible. That couldn't be any more amazing. There's nothing, I think, that quite stacks up to that. To people who are so driven to change the world around them for the better. That's incredible. I feel so ashamed and proud to be a person in this world. Because people suck, but people are amazing. It's such a double-sided coin. And it's impressive how much we are able to change now. That's awful. On a slightly different note, look in my DMs. Okay. 1 second. I will in a second. But yeah, the fact that, like, showing emotion is considered bad for anyone, literally anyone, is awful. We're people. We should be able to express our emotions and not be judged for them, but instead given a helping hand when we need it, or left alone because we need to be, or we should just be able to be treated like normal people that are people, not just steel walls of a stoic whatever. People need to understand that emotions are important, and letting them out is normal, and experiencing them is normal. Alright, I gotta check my Discord DMs. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I love it. So, yeah, on that note, Karma, about the whole emotionally put together thing, I felt that a lot when I was younger. And my dad has had to deal with that his whole life. And he's, within the past few years, really started to become more of a person rather than just it's I think grown past it. I've grown enough to where I don't feel the need to put up a front, because I do a lot of the time. I do. I am guilty of that. But at the same time, I am, when I really need it, when it is really important that I get help, I have been able to put away my pride and ask for help. And I think that is so important for everyone to realize it's okay to get help. It is okay to say, hey, I can't do this by myself. That's human. And believe it or not, we're all human. So to be able to reject that, that's ridiculous. And the idea that women can't or shouldn't anything is ridiculous. Women are amazing. They're kick-ass. They're just as good as men. And so the idea that, like, sexism is even a thing is ridiculous. It is okay to be human. Like, women are amazing. I don't think, like, that's an understatement, in my opinion, to say that women are amazing. There is so many amazing, like, not even to just say women, but just people. There are so many amazing people in this world who have been constricted by so many stereotypes or any number of things that are awful. Why? Why do we limit people like that when they can bring so much to the table and so much opportunity for other people? Why? Who thought that that was a good idea to limit the human race? We're amazing, and we suck at the same time. Who let us suck? Who allowed humans to judge other humans? We're all people. We've all got our situations. So why do people think it's okay to be like, I'm gonna impose my values or my beliefs, my anything, my experiences onto another person? Why? Who thought that that was okay? And that just became the normal thing to just be like, I'm gonna push all of this personal stuff onto you because I think you should act according to the way I think people should act. Yeah, I just need to have that superiority complex. It's ridiculous. And, like, I personally, this is something that I've realized isn't true for everyone, but I personally don't need, like, a group of people to identify with, if that makes sense. Because a lot of people need, like, communities or groups or just any number of things to identify with, to feel seen and recognized. But that's not true for everyone. And that was a really eye-opening moment for me. To recognize that people need to be seen sometimes. And that's fine. That's normal. To be seen is an incredible thing. Some massages and Sandra's got together. Yeah, I guess. Jeez. And so, like, I don't need a group to be seen. But some people do. And that's fine. We should be able to recognize those groups as what they are and be like, okay, you do your thing. Have fun. Feel good in life. That's what everyone wants. Like, no matter what means they use to get there, everyone just wants to feel good. That's something people can agree on. However, so many people feel the need to just be nasty. This entire stream needs to be animated. People just find the need to just be nasty to each other for no good reason. And that sucks. Why? Who woke up this morning and just decided that, oh, I don't want to be nice today? I don't think anybody did. I think it's either learned or it's just a lot of behavior is learned from parents or environments or whatever. And so the fact that we're just like, yeah, you're just a mean person. No. I'm a firm believer that you can not necessarily change, but learn to be better. Which I guess is change. I don't quite know which vocabulary word of the day best works there. But just, it's okay to change. Don't be afraid of change. Personal growth is an incredible thing. And so it's important to me, at least, that I figure out where I can grow. Yeah, you learn to hate. And it's not even like hate, like in the beginning when you're learning that, like, oh, from your parents that XYZ people are bad. Yeah, just and it's never too late to understand and learn, I feel. Not everyone will forgive you for the things you've done, but you can still learn and be a better person. And that's so important. To understand, to recognize a mistake, understand that it was a mistake, and understand how to learn and move on from it. That is something humans are capable of, no matter what. But so many people just reject the idea that they can be different, or that they can be better. At whatever age, it doesn't matter. You can always change. You can always understand where you didn't do the right thing. People will always appreciate change. If it's genuine change, if you're genuinely trying to become a better person, people will recognize that. They will understand that you aren't just some evil person. That you are trying to be better. And I feel like that sentiment is so important as long as it gets across. Like, you can have the best intentions of the world, but if you don't make them clear, people can misinterpret that. So if you say, hey, these are my intentions, then everything from that point, they're going to understand that it's coming from either a genuine place or not. And so it's just so important that people are able to communicate and stay genuine when it comes to communication. Because if you're communicating and it's not going well, as long as that person understands that you don't have like ill intentions, which is not the easiest thing to get across, but as long as they understand that you don't have ill intentions, they're gonna be willing to work with you. They're gonna be willing, like, that's one of the things about, like, talking to someone who doesn't speak the same language as you. As long as you're being nice, and... You're welcome. As long as you're being nice, generally people who don't speak the same language as you are willing to work with you, and, like, figure out how to find a way to communicate. Like, if you're ordering food in a country you don't know the language of, and they don't speak the language, as long as you're being nice about it, you can figure out how to order something that you want or like. Just through human creativity, we know how to get our point across, even if we don't know the same language. But if you're mean from the beginning, nobody's gonna want to help you. And so I don't understand why so many people think it's okay to just be mean to someone just because they don't speak the same language as you. Like, if you, like, there's the argument. There's the argument that you should, if you're immigrating to a place, you should be able to speak or try to learn to speak the language that you're immigrating to, which I think is a sentiment that people can understand. If you're going somewhere, you want to be able to communicate. That's where I think it stems from. But I think so many people treat it as like a reason to be racist. Like, hey, this person isn't speaking the language that I know, and they came to my country, or whatever. That's lame. That's just fucking lame. You should know that they came here because they wanted to be here. That should be enough to make you proud of your country. The fact that they wanted to be here. That's incredible. But so many people take that to such an extreme that's like they want to be here. Why would you give them a bad experience of being here just because they don't speak the language? They could be trying for all you know, and they're just not comfortable with their level yet. Like, I think, yeah, you should be able to, you should make an effort to sort of merge with wherever you live. Like, if I were to live across somewhere across the world, and I did language, the predominant language was in English, I would want to learn that language because, one, I think that would help me better understand the culture. It would help me better understand just talking to people who live there. And if nothing else, it's cool to know more than one language. It changes the way you think about language and communication in general. Because words go away from being noises and they start to become like ideas, concepts. So you go from like, instead of like watermelon being like the word watermelon and you just sort of think in your head of what that is, watermelon becomes the concept of, yeah, racism is definitely taught. Like, that's the thing. That's something that bothers me, is humans are what is known as like tribal animals, but our tribe is the human race. It should just be that. Our tribe is the human race. We should help people just because they're people. And so the fact that like we resort to making our tribe based on skin color or religion or any number of things is ridiculous. We're all people. Be nice to each other. Everyone's just trying to get by and feel happy. And so the fact that we're so quick to resort to these tribalistic BS is crappy. Yeah, learning a language is more than just learning different noises and associating them with concepts. It is understanding culture. It is understanding people. It's growth. And so that's why, to me, it was so important that I started learning a language once I realized that. The concept that, hey, I can grow as a person because I'm doing this, that to me is worth so much. The personal growth alone is incredible. And so it's just, yeah, that's the thing. There's so many experiences that can be limited by language. But there's so many experiences that as soon as you learn a language are just completely opened up for you. It's just like there. There's nothing stopping you from just communicating then. That is amazing. The fact that you can go from like a range of experiences to a range of experiences that is literally like doubled, tripled, any number of a factor is amazing. That fact that you can just go from, hey, I can't communicate with this person because of a stupid thing like language, to, hey, I can understand this person, I can communicate with this person, I can get what I want, I can do, we can hang out, we can be friends, we can make new friends because of language. That's incredible. But the fact that language is the barrier? That's ridiculous. We as people should be better than that. I feel. That's just a given. We're on the top of the food chain. We are the predominant species. Why are we still being racist? Why are we still being sexist? Why are we still following tribal BS that has just been so skewed? Why are we still doing that? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Languages are beautiful. The fact that like I love Spanish and Japanese. That may sound strange to someone who doesn't know any language other than their primary one, because it's kind of a weird sort of thing to learn a new language because you kind of learn to love it. And loving a language is a beautiful thing. I love the fact that I can communicate in different ways with many different people than just English. That is, to me, so immeasurably valuable. And it's all because I spent like 15 to 30 minutes a day for the past couple of years just putting in that much time to making different noises and associating them with different concepts. That, to me, is so worth it. The fact that I opened up all of those experiences just because I spent that little amount of time to learning something new. And you can learn so many things. You can learn pottery or singing, for example. But to learn a language is to learn a culture and to learn communication to a completely new level. Like, I think going from knowing one language to being bilingual, to knowing two languages, is such a completely different... It's such a completely different experience communication-wise. Because it changes the way your brain works. Yeah, I can say English saying. Right? The first time I heard Japanese or Spanish and I understood what was saying, like just in life, out in the world rather than like in my lessons, I was so proud because my efforts paid off in such a remarkable way. To be able to just go from I could not understand anything like that, to going from that to I just understood the basic idea of what was just said. I may not know the exact grammar or whatever, but I was able to pick out enough words to be able to understand what the person was saying. That's incredible. Hello. It's incredible to be able to learn a new language. That's just amazing to me. I definitely am an avid believer that communication is so diverse and people just arbitrarily limit themselves to something so stupid. I need new boots and a new helmet. But just let me just make sure I don't have any in here. Oh no, I have boots in here. They're soul speed though. I'll take them anyway. When people are interested in my language and try to be better with it. Right? It's like, I don't know, like, am I speedrunning? No. I don't think I'd be speedrunning it with a mansion. But it's just... like, when someone tries to learn English and I'm, like, communicating with them, to me that is such an endearing and magical thing. My new comfort streamer. Just, like, it's a magical thing when someone... like, it's like when someone wants to learn one of your hobbies. Like, I program. The moment one of my friends came to me and was like, hey, I want to learn about programming. I want to learn how computers work a bit better. That, to me, was such a amazing moment. Because I got to then share that with them. I got to share that experience with someone. It's like showing your art project to your parents when you're younger, or something to that effect. It's showing off something that you're proud of, or that you think is cool. That's It's priceless. That feeling is priceless. Let me grab some gold so I can start trading with piglins. It's quite something, in my opinion, when someone is trying to learn. Want to learn Minecraft from me? Yeah, to just be able to like, hey, we both find this thing cool. Let's share, talk about it, give tips, whatever. Yeah, it makes you proud, and it's amazing, and that can be said for anything, whether it be language or Minecraft or a good book. It could be literally anything, but the fact that someone else shows an interest in what you're doing or just the thing that you have an interest in, that's a great thing. That's a great feeling. It's quite something. It made you so happy? Yeah! Like, just, I don't know what it is, but there's some human aspect to wanting to share and experience things with others that you're interested in. To be able to share your interests is one of the greatest things, I feel. And that's... Wait a second. Yeah! I think it is so cool to be able to be... like, to share knowledge with someone. To be like, I know this thing and I get to share it. Which country am I from? I'm from the United States. Of America. But I've been all over the world. My parents were military, so I've been a lot of places. But just to be able to share experiences. Oh, you're Indian. That's cool. But just to be able to share experiences is great. And to see the value in something... Yeah, underestimate. Okay. Yeah, people do tend to underestimate what they know and what their experiences are. They undervalue a lot of what they know, but someone can find something that you know. Have I ever visited India? I have not, but I want to. That is definitely somewhere I would love to go. I love traveling, and COVID's kind of messed all that up, so I'm very sad about that, but things are getting better, and hopefully they will be better eventually, and so I'll be able to do some more traveling and get some better experiences like that. And so it's just really incredible to be able to, like, understand not only a language but a culture and be able to, like, partake. That's incredible. That's worth everything, in my opinion. To be able to have an because I love experiences. To be able to, like, because money's nice. Money allows you to have experiences and stuff like that. And so, of course, money's important. But I don't feel like the money itself is important, but the things that you get to experience because of it is what's important. Money is just the gateway to the stuff that's really important. So that makes it's important by side effect. Because to go traveling or to visit new places, get new experiences, or experience different cultures, stuff like that is so priceless. But yet we need however much money to go experience it for traveling costs or fees or whatever. That's funny to me that you can spend $20 to get, well, not $20, more like $200 to get tickets to do something. But then that experience is absolutely priceless. That to me is funny. Because Yeah, it's so important because that really is a decision. To make the decision about how you grow as a person from an experience, that is 100% a decision. Because you can take an experience and you can grow as a person, or you can hide. You can get comfortable in whatever came before that. And that's not the best. That sucks. And so it's really important, at least in my opinion, that you choose to grow rather than to get complacent or to stay in just a way that it's not cool. To just be like, hey, I'm not gonna grow from this super amazing experience. What? What? Why are you making that choice? Because it is a choice. Wow. But to just say, hey, I'm gonna grow from this because I want to be a better person. That's amazing. That is amazing. That's a wonderful, beautiful thing. To say, I'm gonna grow from this because I want to be a better person. How could you not think that's amazing? How could you not want to do that? But there are people who do that. And that's weird to me. YouTube is, I would say, yeah, creating, being an entertainer is my passion. YouTube is the avenue that I've taken. It's the route, and the means to get there is, I don't know how to describe this, but I just really like entertaining and creating, and YouTube seems to be the best option for that. Yeah, it's because masculinity is not inherently toxic, but there is toxic masculinity. There is oh, I'm so masculine, I can't have emotions, I gotta be stoic, I gotta be a man's man. No, screw that. Be masculine, like, hey, I know how to do these things, but I still, like, am in touch with who I am as a person. What work do you do? I'm currently unemployed. I'm actually gonna be, I've been applying for jobs. That's one of the reasons why I've been streaming so much. But, I am gonna be getting my, I'm gonna be doing nursing work soon. Medical nursing. And it's gonna be great. I've really enjoyed what I've done so far, and so I just gotta start applying a little more aggressively. I've been kind of complacent with what has been happening lately. You think you're done? Awesome. COVID's kind of put a damper on a lot of what I've been able to do. Because my sister had a kid recently, and so I was too worried about getting her sick. So I stopped putting out resumes and stuff like that because I was too worried that if I got a job, I would come home and something would happen, and she'd get sick. So that was just a nightmare to me because I wasn't gonna let my niece get sick. And so yeah, but yeah, thanks for the luck. Let's see what PC specs. I don't remember what I have. I think I have a GTX 1070 graphics card, and a Ryzen CPU, Ryzen 7 8-core, and then I think 32 gigabytes of RAM, I believe, because I got two 16s. Um, but I find it very strange that people are so adverse to change when it's one of the most amazing and beautiful things there is. Because change is important. So I need to set up a area for sheep. For sheepy sheep. Which means I need to get, well, this can go in. I did not mean to do that. Put that in there. Please speedrun Minecraft. I don't know. I'm not really interested in speedrunning, to be honest. I don't find... I don't know, I might do it at some point, just because it does sound like it'd be a cool accomplishment. More wise after this stream. I might do a speedrun at some point. Say my name. Now I'm worried of what it means. But I'm just, I don't know, I've been rambling like crazy about random things just because I feel like a lot of this stuff needs to be so calming. Well, thank you. I'm happy that you are enjoying it and finding it calming. Means brother. Ah, I see. I just find it important that these things, like, because this is me processing my own understanding of a lot of this stuff. Yeah, having a place to say your opinions is really important. To be able to just, like, have a medium to voice your opinion. Even if it's just like a sounding board. Like just friends who will just listen. That's important. To be able to say that. To just be able to say what's on your mind. So let's... Why am I ignoring you? Sorry, I didn't see your messages. Yeah, I like listening to people's ideas and not messages, opinions and stuff like that. It's important. Yeah, it helps with growth. And that's, once again, growth is incredibly important. Say my name. Please don't spam. It's not cool. Alright, you're such a simp. Alright, let's get some, sheep. Some over here. Need the white wool sheep so I can dye it. I don't really need to dye it because I'm gonna be making beds for explosions, but might as well make a sheep farm with the white wool so I can not have to worry about it if I need to dye it. So I guess it works. I figured you weren't talking about me. Might get more trolls in the future. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll actually, one second. We were thinking the same thing. Alright, we have a mod. I thought you were a mod, but apparently I was wrong. I don't know how streaming mods work. I'm so amateur when it comes to this stuff. It's fine. But, there we go. We got a moderator. It's funny, I was gonna mod Karma, and then I look in Discord and they're like, oh yeah, you should mod me. I'd love to help. So there we go. That's same train of thought. I now need food, wheat. Did I put some wheat somewhere else? I don't... Oh no, I made bread, didn't I? Yeah, so this is all I have. Okay, that's fine. There's only 2 sheep anyway. Yes, baby sheep. I actually wasn't feeling too well earlier, so I made an effort to drink lots of water today. I'll probably drink some more here in a bit after stream. But yeah, I've been drinking water. Yeah, you can DM me in Discord, I don't mind. There's the Discord server, but if you just want to DM me directly, I have no problem with it. Just add me as a friend or send me a message or whatever. I have no problem. I'm very open to communication with that kind of stuff. I have no problems with it at all. We need ender pearls. I have 11 of them. I have to drink some water. Yeah, the creators like their privacy. Yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like I am all like I find it strange that people are so like yes, privacy online is important, but I don't feel like having like Discord accounts and stuff like that just open to your community is bad. Like I understand if you have like a massive community, but I feel like it's if you're small or whatever, like I am, then I don't see any problem with it. It should just I feel like that open communication is how you grow into better content. By getting that kind of feedback or just that kind of communication, you develop a community. And so it's, I think, very valuable to have that kind of open communication available, at least. Whether or not people use it is up to them, but I feel like having it there is important. I need to keep breeding the sheep. To get wool to make beds. Yeah, I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. I have a Cane Corso Mastiff, an Italian Mastiff, and a French Bulldog. And then I have 2 cats, which are named Cosette and Tiger. And the dog's names, the Frenchie is Surrender, and the Mastiff's name is Enzo. He has a what now? Oh, did you not hear me? I have a Italian Mastiff and a French Bulldog and 2 cats, which I don't know cat breeds, so can't help with that kind of specification. Or specificity. Specificity? I don't know how to say that. That's a cute name. Yeah, and I want to get a bird at some point, but I have my hands full with my pets already, so I can't really responsibly take on more pets. So I had to ask again. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with dog breeds and stuff. I only know the what pretty much like 5 dog breeds. But A Sprite is being done. Beagles is the only thing I know. Beagles are adorable. My friend had a beagle and it was the sweetest. It was super hyper though. That was like my Mastiff has a lot of energy, but it's pretty easy to wear him out because he likes the throw balls. And the Frenchie, she doesn't have much energy anyway, so she just kind of lays around and is acting cute. And the cats just sort of do their own thing, but I play with them sometimes too. Make sure they're getting their exercise in. Beagles are so amazing. Yeah, it's always tough when an animal passes, but the thing I always tell myself is I gave them the best life I could give them, and like try and be there for them when they go. But it's always hard if you when anything you love goes like that. Yeah, this music is incredible. I've been I used it a little bit last stream, and then I'm using it this stream. You want to meet my puppies? At least I assume you're talking about me. I don't know. But the Mastiff I have, he's a complete sweetheart, but he barks at the door like about as loud and as deep as you can imagine. But he's just a complete sweet goofball. You feel sleepy again? Oh. And then the French Bulldog thinks she's all that in a bag of chips. Which is hilarious. We actually raised them to where the small dog is the alpha, because that's the best way to make sure they keep from getting injured, is essentially to make sure the big dog doesn't really mess with the little dog. And so it's kind of funny to watch this tiny Frenchie hanging from the neck of the big dog as he just completely ignores her, and she's just biting his neck. It's so, like, I'm just thinking about it now. It's so funny. I'm trying to remember what I was trying to do. I'm making a sheep farm. Yeah. And so I'm waiting for these crops to grow. But, yeah. But it's just, it's always fun having pets around. And I don't know, I personally treat my pets better than I treat myself. Like, cause, I don't know, to me they're more important than, like, they're family. They're not just pets, they're family members. And so it's really important, at least to me, that they feel loved and that they're cared for, and that it's important that all the little check boxes are filled, even if that means I forget sometimes to take care of myself. Which, in all honesty, there should be a good balance. There should always be a good balance with things, but I mean, you never know. You never know how to take care of things. Like, I feel like there's no guidebook on life. And so it's always important that you just sort of go with the flow, but also not be afraid to course correct. Like, hey, this thing isn't working out. Rather than say, hey, I'm too invested in it by now. Say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and change it up because it's not going the way I want it to. A lot of people are afraid to do that. Going back to the conversations we've had earlier in the stream. It's okay to change. Being afraid of change it's not a good thing. Like, sure, you can be afraid, but as long as you're still trying for it, even if you're hesitant, I feel like that's important. It's still alright. So I'm gonna go into the Nether and see if we can find... I need to grab more cobblestone. See if we can find a fortress. The littlest things in life. And so many other things I'm all happy, but like, that's one of my favorite things. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said about the finer things, or the little things in life, as it's put. It's always small victories that set aside a good day from a bad day. It's because very rarely are there big things that change what's going on in your life. It's the cumulative small things. And I feel like it's very important to recognize when one of those small things has happened. Because that's you changing as a person, that's the world changing, that's change. It's little. It's a lot of little things. And so it's small things in life that really are important. I feel as though people don't appreciate enough of everything. But it's hard to appreciate things when you don't really have the perspective to appreciate them. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm so focused on personal growth and things like that, is because that's how you are able to perceive things, is with your personal growth. Your experiences shape the way you experience things. And the more broad or the more eclectic your understanding is, or your experiences are, the better it'll be. I hear Navi saying, hey, listen, in this song, and it's making me happy. That was a total sidetracked moment, anyway. But it's definitely small things that build up who we are. I just made all of this laughing cycle. Yeah, I love that. That's great. I love little intricacies about the way people act. Like if someone like you tend to notice it more when you're in relationships, but like the small things that people do that sort of shape who they are in your mind. And you notice that, like you notice one of those things and you're just like, oh, that's totally something they would do, or that's definitely them. It's nice. It makes people it makes me at least happy. Diamonds around. Sorry, sidetrack. That's funny. But yeah, it's great to be able to grow as a person. A lot of people undervalue growth like that. That's lame. To never be afraid to change. Yeah, and you both get. It's so fun to share an experience of like, oh my god, we found diamonds. Yeah, that's fun. But yeah, I just, it's small things in life that really shape what the deal is. And we put so much emphasis on the big changes that we sort of forget that, like, hey, this thing happened too. Let's be happy about that. I feel like that's especially important when you're like, yeah. I feel like it's also important, especially when like you're not feeling great. You're like, oh, I messed this thing up and it's super important, but it's like, hey, you had all these small victories. Be happy that you had those rather than beat yourself up about this one time you messed up. Sure, it may have been important, but you can always try again. Or even if you can't, it's not like you can change it, so why worry? As long as you're learning from the failure, then I feel you never really lost. Let's try going this way. Yeah, going back to that phrase that I still love. That's incredible. It's just quite something to be able to look back on little things and be like, hey, at least this worked out this way. Because while the overall picture may be looking a little gloomy, at least, like, my dad always talks about, like, the small victories in life. Internet. My dad always talks about, like, small victories in terms of, like, I think that's who I am. It's, like, make your bed in the morning. Every morning make your bed, because even if you had a bad day, you made your bed. At the end of the day, you're able to lie in your bed and understand that you had a victory because you made your bed in the morning. So when you went to bed that night, it was ready for you. That's something my dad. It doesn't necessarily have to be making your bed and having it ready for you at night, but just that kind of like small victory idea is something that really struck a chord with me. And changed a lot of how I try and perceive things. Because while I may not be the best at it, I don't know where to go. Yeah. And it's such a simple thing. But the fact that you're able to go at the end of your day, no matter how bad it was, You're able to lay in your bed and it be made, and that's the end of your day. You were productive enough to make your bed, and that was your little present to yourself earlier in the day. A little present to yourself. And so it's... A lot of people don't think about little things like that because they're little things, but they add up in really amazing and important ways. But I ate a brownie. Yeah. It's simple stuff that you can be like, hey, this may have been like this, but at least this happened, is the kind of logic flow. I can't find another fortress. This is making me upsetty spaghetti. So it's just like, it's a little gift to yourself, being like, hey, I made the bed for you, future me. And I feel like we need to, like, I have a hard time with this especially, but valuing yourself is such an important thing. Because you've only got one you, and you're you. You gotta love you, because you're you. There shouldn't be any other reason besides you're you, and while that's extremely difficult for me and a lot of other people, it's so important to love yourself. But it's not easy. And I think that's a lot of society pressuring people to be perfect, and then when they're not perfect, they feel bad about everything. Yeah, respect yourself. You don't have to love yourself, but respect yourself. Treat yourself like a human. Treat yourself like a person. You deserve as much as anyone else. So it's really frustrating to see. I need to go back because I'm running out of cobblestone. But it's just, yeah, and respect what you're capable of, and what, like, other people, what you really have to think about what you're willing to put up with. Because, like, that's important. If you're not willing to put up with something, you shouldn't. You should be aware, yeah. Don't overwork yourself if you can't, well, I guess overworking inherently means you can't handle it. Don't overwork yourself. Because you deserve a break sometimes. You deserve to be able to have that moment. Yeah, everyone has a different set of capabilities, a different range of capabilities. And all that you really have to do, like, I find this especially important with, like, jobs. You don't have to be the best you can be every day. You don't have to be the best you can be every day, but if you can be the best you can be that day, that's good enough. You don't have to be the best possible. You don't have to be the best you can be. Just be the best you can be that day. And that might be less or more than it was the other days. But as long as you're being the best you can be that day, that's fine. No one should be able to judge you for that. Because you're still doing your best. You're trying. So many people are so focused on results that they forget that as long as you're trying, it means so much. But people tend to just focus on results. That's lame. What do you want to talk about, Karma? What their children do as their profession? I found this, interestingly. I just stumbled across this. Okay. I do find it strange that parents want to do that, but it's hard to blame them for it. Because as long as, like, because it can come from different perspectives. Because there's different sides of what it is. If they're wanting the best for you, then that I feel you can't really blame them for. But if they're just trying to be controlling, then that sucks. That's lame. But if they're just trying to make sure you're set up properly for the future, then that's not really something you can blame them for. They're your parents, they want the best for you, or whatever. But I don't know where I am. But sometimes it is just a control thing. But those are crappy parents. If that's the case. That's what they're doing. They just want control. So I don't know where I am. I really don't. I need to go back. I need to backtrack. But it's... Yeah, it's the controlling aspect that sucks. And as a kid or as a teenager or whatever, to fight against or push back against your parents is normal, no matter how well-meaning or whatever they are. That's normal. Yeah. It's normal to push back against your parents. That's just a human thing. It's growing pains, essentially. But to have parents who are controlling, and truly controlling, not just like, oh my god, my parents are so controlling, but if they're actually truly controlling, then that's unfortunate. Because I don't feel like... There's a lot of people who have kids who really shouldn't have kids. Like, just this... Because they're not cut out for it a lot of the times. They haven't grown as a person themselves enough to where they can then develop and help develop another person. That's not easy. That's not a normally... Like, that's not a task that everyone's up to. And so it's really important that, yeah, the control and the superiority. Because a lot of people have a lack of control. And so as soon as they're given a little bit of control, they sort of abuse it in a way that affects other people. And so it's truly, yeah. Yeah, it's... Okay, here we go. It is a huge deal to have a kid. Yeah, like, you made the decision to have a kid, and then you feel like you're owed some X, Y, and Z because you had a kid? That seems unreasonable. It is unreasonable to be like, hey... I had a kid, therefore I'm entitled to this thing. No, you made the decision to have a kid. There's 1,001 ways to prevent having a kid. And while you can have your opinion on that, it still exists. But it's so unfortunate to see people who don't want to have a kid or aren't ready to have a kid, have a kid. Because that kid is already being set up for not necessarily failure, but so much extra weight being put on them. Whether it be family strain or their parents just aren't like doing the right things for them, or any number of things, and it's just it's awful. Because I would like to imagine that there'll be a day when people will realize that having a kid isn't something that you can just like just do. That it's an actual responsibility. And I would like to say that there'll be a day like that. But then when I think of that, why hasn't that happened yet? If that's the case. If there is going to be a day like that, why hasn't it happened? And that's kind of a scary thought. The fact that we're just going to keep having kids and screwing them up, and then having them have kids and screw them up even more. Because, like, sometimes there'll be, like, a kid who has a crappy family, but rises above that. Okay. So yeah, Amanda. But sometimes there's people who rise above their situation. And say, hey, my situation sucked. I'm not going to put someone through that. And they become better. They change and become better. Thank you for the luck. They become better. Because they made the conscious decision that they can be better. They're not stuck where they are. They can change. That's truly a magical moment when someone rises above their situation. That's quite something. I just realized I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Essentially rambling the whole time about really deep topics. What time is it? It is noon for me. And I've gone into more philosophical debate than I think I have in the past year. In 2.5 hours. That's incredible. Example. It's incredible that, like, people are able to be stronger than their situation, to rise above it, to show that they are better. That's amazing. But it doesn't always happen. And that's really unfortunate. It's 2 a.m. there? What? And you were talking about falling asleep. You're tired. Sleep. I'm not gonna stop you if you stay up, though. You're back. Welcome back. This music is great. It's making me very happy. Alright, sheepies. Nope, you're not ready yet. Inspiring me to write. Well, that's good. Come on, sheep. Breed. I believe in you. You can do it. Just feed it to the baby. Stream is like, what is it? Yes, I'm glad I did. I generally stream very sporadically. I don't really have a set schedule yet, but I'm working on trying to get a set schedule. But I generally stream at like, let me see, what time zone am I in? Feels like I have friends. Revived you. That's nice. So I'm in California, and I generally stream at like 10 a.m. Or later in the day. But I try and stream pretty frequently, like every other day about. It's been a while since my last stream though. But I generally set up like a 45-minute before thing, letting people get in and sort of hang out before the stream starts. But I'm gonna try and set up like actual schedules like a couple days before. So be on the lookout for those. So that'll be happening sometime soon. Once I commit to an actual sleep schedule. Need to cook up this pork chop. But yeah, I do stream pretty sporadically. It's nice when you talk about random things. Yeah, I tend to ramble quite a bit. It's a habit, I suppose. Not necessarily a bad one, depending on the situation, though. Well, thank you. It makes me happy to see a little community like this growing. I certainly take pride in the people here. So yeah, your time. Alright, breed, sheep, breed. Breed, cows, breed. Yes, children, eat. You binge watched my channel? Yeah, my videos are pretty short, but I'm working on trying to up the length of them. But that's mostly down to my writing and improv skills, which I am working on developing. I've been doing a lot of creative writing lately, hoping to improve upon that. I'm level 29. I'm almost to the pickaxe, not the pickaxe, the axe. I've almost got the level requirement. Just gotta not die. I jinxed it, didn't I? Oh no. I jinxed it. I wonder what time is it in the Minecraft world? It's noon. I want to kill like mobs or something. Maybe I'll go mining coal. Can mine some coal. And get some experience. Well, I get my sheep farm up to spec and get beds for the netherite mining. I shall get some coal. Yeah, I kind of been rambling while getting a lot of progress done. It's kind of interesting how your brain can sort of go to a different place while still keeping track of things. At least mine is able to, and I find it strange. It's like multitasking, but I completely forget about everything and just sort of start rambling. I really have been enjoying streaming lately. I've had a really good time just sort of hanging out and talking with chat and playing some Minecraft. I'm interested in playing some other games other than Minecraft, but like the only other games I can really think of are more intense games, and that's not really the vibe I really want to go for. I want to have more of a calm, relaxing, maybe a little bit of tension, like when a creeper sneaks up behind me or something. But the sort of atmosphere I'm going for is relaxing, so I don't really know if I want to play other games on stream. And if I do, it'll probably be more like a relaxing thing. Fell asleep again. I see. And so I'm very undecided about what I want to do streaming wise, because I do enjoy it and I do want to keep doing it. But I'm not quite sure what games or what content streams I want to do. Shorter and quieter games. Let's plays would be something I'm definitely interested in, but I don't know how well received they would be on my channel. Like, I'm sure people would watch them, but I don't quite know what style, I guess, of video I want to go for. But I'm definitely gonna be doing some different creative type content, whether it be videos about programming or let's plays or just more of my usual content with the audios. I definitely am gonna be kind of all over the place with a lot of my content for now, until I sort of figure out how I want to organize, how I want to create, what I want to be doing in general. But I'm very much enjoying all of this creativity and creation and just sort of entertaining. I've thoroughly been enjoying it. So that's just sort of my little bit of insight into what's going on with my goals really on YouTube and just as a creator in general. Yeah, I'm level 30. The First Tree. I don't know what that game is. I'll have to Google it. I want to play like, I what was it called? The Lonely Wolf Treat game. It's like a RPG Maker visual novel type thing. Not really a visual novel. It's more of a. It's just like an RPG Maker game. But there's I think 4 of them, and I think it'd be really fun to sort of have that on the channel. It's a very cutesy game. And I'd be very interested in doing something similar to that on the channel. So I'm very interested in, keep saying that, but I am in doing Let's Play type stuff. I'm not sure what my main content focus is going to be. I think it's definitely going to be the audios, but I thoroughly enjoy creating, and I kind of want to have the freedom to create what I want to create. Sort of not really dependent on how popular it is. Which would be extremely difficult, I'm aware. Let's Google the first tree, why not? Let's see what kind of game it is. Well, it looks great. I like it. Interesting. Let's sleep and see if we can rebreed the sheeps. Okay. Alright, let's enchant this axe with, what enchantment? I was gonna give it, wait, what enchantment even is it? I don't even remember. Fortune 3? Do I really need that on an axe? This is more calm, insightful streams, Wise Wednesday. Could get Fortune 3, but do I really want Fortune 3 on an axe? It seems like not what I want. I'll think on it, but I don't want to lose the levels. Let's make... Not on max though, yeah. That's sort of my thought. Let's see if we can enchant an iron pickaxe to get something good. Let's put the... Alright. I need lapis. There we go. Fortune tree. Wait, is that just the next enchantment? Do I just put that... Can I put that on anything? Because if so, I would love to put that on a diamond pickaxe. Why do I sound like a villager? I do? Hmm. Do I want to eat lunch together after the stream? Maybe. I'm getting hungry. um, let's see, can I just... I think this is how it works, right? Can I just... Yeah, okay. So that's a good pickaxe. Can I merge it with the other one? Oh my goodness. That's a great pickaxe. What should we name this pickaxe? I don't know what to call this. I can only think of stupid names like Axe Pick. Or Pick Up the Axe. I don't know. Being stupid. What do I call this? Do shovel. 9 picks. I feel like I should just do like a human name. Just like Harold. No, let's do the Axie. Ooh. I could do Todd? Roxanne. Wait. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Roxanne. Or should it be Roxanne? Or like this? Think like that. Roxanne. Oh, it's so stupid. I love it. Alright, we got Roxanne. We have Roxanne. I love it. I love Roxanne. Anyway. I should probably be shearing this sheep. Sounds like I have a new waifu. Yep. That do be the case. Can I breed them again yet? I think I have to wait until the babies are grown up. Do I have any wool in here? I do have wool in here. I also have a bed already. Let's make some beds. Beds. Beds! Alright. So how do you mine with beds? I feel like that's important. Let me Google this. Netherite mining with beds. Let's see. Interesting. To Y15. And then every 16th block. Okay. So I'm gonna need some food for this. Let's head upstairs and put all my stuff in a box. And then I'll bring a sword. I'll probably need a pickaxe too to mine in the tunnel itself. Alright, let's see. For those subreddit channels? Interesting. Or they read the Reddit stories? Interesting. That's a... I don't know how I'd react if someone said that to me. Like, thank you? Cool. I don't know. I need food. Here we go. Alright, let's go do some bed mining. So I need to get to Y15 in the Nether. Is where it said is the most likely. So what Y am I at right now? 71. I need to go down. That's congratulations. That's awesome. I need to go down further, but there's lava. Can I just like mine into this? No, I have to both. Be careful with that kind of thought. No, I can't get down there. Careful with that, because that's one of the reasons why I quit for so long. Is because I felt like I had to post because I was getting popular enough, at least. And that's really sucky when you get into that kind of mindset, because then you're not really doing it like because you want to do it anymore. It's like because you feel like you need to do it. But congratulations anyway. That's incredible. Yeah, it's not bad. Just be careful with it. So I don't know how to get to Y15 in the Nether, because I'm just gonna run into lava, right? Or am I stupid in assuming that? I don't know how to get to Y15 in another. That's not good. Stupid soul sand. Maybe if I go the way that I normally do. Welcome back. I don't want to mine with a bed. That's also not what I meant to do. There we go. That's awesome. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, setup. Let's try this way. Close up. Close up. You had 3 last time you looked. Well, you're growing. That's good. It must be a pretty cool thing. Almost there. There we go. The pickaxe is about to go away. I didn't bring another one with me, did I? Nope. Okay. I thought they didn't kill you, or was I not wearing enough armor? Was I not wearing enough armor? Questions, questions. Oh, I kind of expected that to happen, I'm not gonna lie. I knew I'd mess it up. Somehow. Ow, leave me alone! That's so mean. Why? Let's sleep. All these zombie piglins all over the place. All over my lawn. Oh, I hear my dogs barking. Jerk. Here we go. Well, some stuff survived. Ah! Would you look at that, though? Victory! I guess while we're here, I don't really need any of this stuff. Welcome back! Interesting time to arrive. Let's head back upstairs and get some stuff to patch all that up. Golden carrots. Cobblestone. I died twice. 3 times, actually. But everything's fine. When you said you jerk. Oh, okay. Let's see. Nothing much. I'm just, I found netherite, so that's cool. Yeah, let's bring a golden sword, why not? And let's shear up the sheep. Put this in here. This in there. Alright. Let's go gather our netherite. Really should build rails for this, but I am too lazy. Need to get more levels again so I can actually enchant some armor up. know what you're doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I am completely haphazardly doing this, it's fine. Alright, so we got some netherite up here. Yeah, I did find some. 2. Which make me happy. Just kidding. 3 AM. It's always fun. Okay. 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 Hmm. All that. So we got 2 ancient debris. How does netherite even work? I've never, like, done netherite stuff in survival. How do I refine this and get netherite stuff? Does anyone know? Do I smelt it? Is that something I do? Wait, you smelt it into netherite scrap, and then you combine 3 of them into an ingot, maybe? Is that how it works? Well, we'll see. How can I remember my way back? I'm not sure. Just sort of happens. So is it 2, 3? How do you make it? Ooh, my favorite movie. Let me think. For 3 hours? Yes, 3 hours and 11 minutes. My favorite movie that I've watched recently would probably be, what's it called? Completely drawing a blank. I've apparently forgotten every movie that I've recently seen. That's great. um, I don't know what my favorite movie is necessarily. Hmm. Let's sleep. And then, where did I put the wheat? Do I even have any wheat? I feel like wheat keeps disappearing, but I have no idea. Time flies when you're talking to him. It's like a walking time machine. Well, I'm trying to create an atmosphere where you can just sort of forget about life for a bit. Not have to worry about things. There we go. Now let's put this in here. Over here. And then get the shears. There we go. How much longer do you think we'll stream for? I'm probably like 10 more minutes. Maybe 15. Just because I'm getting hungry and I don't really want to BRB the stream just to come back and leave after a half hour. So I'll probably just end the stream whenever we reach about an hour, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Just so I can finish up what I'm doing. See what kind of enchantments I can put on my armor. Let's see, what do we got? Protection 4. That's pretty decent. Do I have sand? No. Same a wolf. track of time. I did too. So, you're not alone in that fact. I'm actually gonna make some TNT because I don't want to do the bed strategy until my armor's better. But I need netherite. And I need, what's it called, blaze rods. To keep it up. Alright. How much do I have? 54? Let's get some more. That should be fine. I always overmake tools. I make way too many. I don't know, I eventually use them, but... I gotta say, these streams are the most I've played Minecraft in single player, like, survival, since I was a kid. Like... or younger, I suppose. I suppose it'd be in redstone, wouldn't it? Yeah, here we go. And then put this in here. And tools, flint and steel. I play Rainbow Six Siege, Hollow Knight. Those are the two other ones that I've been playing lately. I've been really enjoying Hollow Knight. It's been a lot of fun. And I play Rainbow Six Siege with my friends. So that's also pretty fun. We kind of just mess around most of the time. But I'd say the game I'd play the most has definitely been Minecraft as of lately. So yeah. Okay. So let's do... Ooh, spooky sound effects. Let's place this here. Gonna do these one at a time. I was watching what's outside the streams. Yeah. That's just a normal Discord link, it looks like. It doesn't look like that's the server's one. Yeah, I have a Discord, it's a joint Discord between me and one of my friends, he and I run it together, and it's just sort of a nice place. Well, welcome back. At least you got gas. At least you got gas. Eat then! That's great. Happy I was able to help get your creativity flowing. I'm not finding any more netherite. Oh yes, this stuff is pretty rare. You're gonna go to sleep? Okay, sweet dreams. I hope you rest well. I've been exploding on level 15. Because supposedly, according to the wiki, that's the best place. I'm gonna mess this up one day, so I'm gonna just preemptively do that. Just future-proofing my inevitable stupidity. I really like the way my house turned out. I'm quite proud of it. So we got a lot of blocks. Yes, I've fallen in the lava so much before. I'm only just starting to learn my lesson. Alrighty, materials. Where's the paper? Where are my paper? Oh, I used it all, didn't I? Do I at least have sugar cane somewhere? Does not appear to be. To my farm. Alright. Now that we got all this, head this way. Put that in there. Come over here. Paper. There we go, make 6 compasses. And then like that. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Bye. Sleep well. Okay. So this is the top of the house. This is the bottom left. This is just the top left. Right? No, because these match up. Yeah. So we gotta get... I found 2 netherite. So I only need 1 more, I believe, to be able to make my first netherite item. Bye. Good luck with the packing. Oh, that's good. Can't be having that. Now we go up. Yeah, it's 3 to make an ingot and we have 2. So we only need 1 more. Come over here, we use this one. There we go. Now let's head home with these maps. place them on the wall and see how we're doing. The recipe for fancy waffles? Yeah, I can send that. If you send me a message on Discord, it'll help remind me. PB&J. I didn't used to like peanut butter and jelly, because I used to not like jelly. But I've, in the past, like, several years, come to like jelly and peanut butter and jelly. So yes, I do. Alright, so this one is here. This one goes here. There. There. Where does this one go? There? Yeah. That means this one goes here, and this one goes here. Oh geez. Awesome. So this map is looking nice. Yeah, I didn't like jelly. It was too sweet, I think, for me. Not sure. But I am gonna go ahead and end the stream. This looks like an arrow. Anyway, I am gonna go ahead and end the stream here, though. I want to thank everyone who joined me for watching. I might stream again later today. If not, I'll be streaming tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I want to thank you for joining me. You could do something interesting with the little forest thing you got behind your house. If I remember right, there's a bit of fancy generation like right here. And I was thinking about making like a secret underground base type of thing. That'd look pretty cool. But yeah, yeah, just thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.